Hello, ladies and gentlemen, friends, and all the dreamers listening today. I bring you a powerful message about growth, courage, and persistence. Today, I want to share something very personal: the journey of learning, improving, and believing in yourself even when no one else is around to guide you. Learning a new language can feel like climbing a mountain with no one beside you. I know this feeling well because there was a time when English seemed like an impossible wall between me and the world I wanted to explore. I remember feeling frustrated, confused, and sometimes even defeated. I would see others speak fluently, share their ideas with confidence, and connect with people easily. And I would silently wonder, will I ever get there? But then I realized something powerful. The only person who could truly help me was myself. I started small. Every day, I dedicated time to practice, even if it was just for 10 minutes. I read aloud, listened to conversations, mimicked pronunciations, and repeated words until they felt natural. I watched movies, not just for entertainment, but as lessons in intonation, tone, and vocabulary. I spoke to myself in front of the mirror, treating my reflection as a conversation partner. Sometimes, I even recorded my voice and listened to it repeatedly, correcting myself and celebrating every little improvement. It wasn't easy. There were moments of self-doubt, times when I wanted to quit, and moments when it seemed like my progress was too slow. But I learned something essential: growth is not about speed. Growth is about consistency, dedication, and courage. By choosing to show up for myself every single day, I began to notice changes, small victories that felt monumental. I started thinking in English, forming sentences naturally, and expressing my thoughts with clarity. Every mistake became a lesson. Every challenge became a stepping stone, and every day I practiced, I became more confident. The beauty of learning alone is that you discover your own strength. You learn to rely on yourself, to take responsibility for your growth, and to find joy in your journey. I realized that no one else can dictate your pace or define your progress. Your effort, persistence, and love for learning are what matter. The process itself became my teacher, shaping not just my English skills, but my patience, my focus, and my self-belief. I want to tell you something very important. You don't need a perfect environment, a perfect teacher, or perfect conditions to grow. You just need the courage to begin and the discipline to continue. Begin where you are. Use what you have. Practice every day, even if it's a small step. Your journey is unique and every effort counts. Finally, remember this: learning is not just about acquiring a skill. It is about building confidence, resilience, and the ability to face the world with your voice, your ideas, and your dreams. Every word you speak, every sentence you form, and every conversation you have is a victory. And one day, you will look back and realize that the time you spent practicing alone at home was not lonely. It was powerful. It was the foundation of your success. So, dear friends, never underestimate your own potential. Begin, practice, persist, and trust yourself. Your voice matters. Your growth matters. And the world is waiting to hear the story you've been preparing to tell. Begin where you are, learning a new skill, mastering a language, or pursuing any form of personal growth begins not in perfect conditions, but exactly where you are at this very moment. Too often, we wait for the right time, the perfect teacher, or the ideal environment before taking the first step. We tell ourselves, I need more resources, more knowledge, more support before I can start. But the truth is, the journey of growth begins with one small action, taken courageously despite uncertainty, doubt, or fear. When I first decided to practice English alone at home, I didn't have a teacher guiding me or a classroom to correct my mistakes. I didn't have someone telling me every day that I was progressing. What I did have was a desire to improve and a willingness to show up for myself. I realized that waiting for the perfect conditions would only delay my growth, So I began exactly where I was, with my own voice, my own patience, and my own determination. Starting from where you are means acknowledging your current abilities without judgment. It means accepting that you may make mistakes, stumble over words, forget rules, and feel frustrated. And that's okay, because growth does not demand perfection, it demands action. Every single effort you make, no matter how small it seems, contributes to progress. Reading aloud for 5 minutes a day, repeating phrases in the mirror, listening to conversations, or writing sentences in a notebook, all of these tiny steps are the foundation of eventual mastery. The key is to stop underestimating yourself. The courage to begin, even when you feel unprepared, transforms hesitation into momentum. It allows you to take control of your own learning, to craft your journey on your own terms, and to own every success along the way. Growth starts when you acknowledge your starting point, embrace your current situation, and decide to take the first step, no matter how small it may seem. Remember, every expert, every master, every successful person in life began exactly where they were, not where they wished to be. And so must you. Begin where you are today, and let that small step blossom into a path of endless possibilities. The moment you start, you are already closer to your goals than you were yesterday. Show up for yourself, believe in your ability to grow, and never underestimate the power of taking that first step. Because your journey doesn't require perfection. It requires you to begin. Create a daily practice routine. Consistency is the heartbeat of mastery. One of the most important lessons in learning anything, especially a language, is to dedicate yourself to daily practice. Growth doesn't happen overnight. It is the result of small, persistent actions performed consistently over time. When I practiced English alone at home, I realized early on that my progress depended not on motivation alone, which comes and goes, but on the discipline of showing up every single day. A daily practice routine transforms abstract goals into tangible action. It gives structure to your effort, turning intentions into habits. Start by allocating a fixed time each day, even if it's only 20 to 30 minutes. It is not about the quantity of time, but the consistency of your effort. During this period, immerse yourself fully. Read aloud. Listen attentively to conversations. Repeat phrases. Record yourself and reflect on what you learned. Each day, your brain strengthens new connections. Your memory sharpens and your confidence grows. But a routine is more than repetition. It is an act of commitment to yourself. It says, I am willing to prioritize my growth, even when life is busy, even when distractions surround me. In the beginning, it may feel awkward, tiring, or even discouraging. You may stumble over words or forget grammar rules. But remember, each day you show up, you are building resilience. Each day of practice is a small victory, an investment in your future self. Daily routines also cultivate patience. You learn to celebrate progress that is gradual, to embrace mistakes as part of learning, and to value the journey over instant results. Over time, what once felt challenging becomes natural, and what once felt impossible becomes achievable. Your routine becomes a companion that guides you toward mastery, silently building skills, confidence, and self-belief. So, design a practice routine that suits your life, commit to it without excuses, and protect it fiercely. Your consistency is what separates fleeting effort from lasting growth. Remember, even the smallest steps, when repeated daily, accumulate into extraordinary progress. Every single day you invest in yourself, you are shaping your own success story. Engage with real, life content. Learning a language in isolation can feel like reading a map without ever stepping out into the streets. To truly grow, you must immerse yourself in real-life content. The sounds, the expressions, and the context that people use every day. When I practiced English alone at home, I realized that textbooks alone could only take me so far. Real understanding comes when you expose yourself to the language as it is lived and breathed by native speakers. Start by surrounding yourself with materials that reflect everyday life. Listen to podcasts, watch movies, news clips, or YouTube videos in English. Read blogs, articles, or books that capture the rhythm and nuance of the language. The key is to absorb how words are naturally used, how sentences flow, and how emotions are conveyed through language. By doing this, you start to internalize the structure, pronunciation, and tone without forcing memorization. Engaging with real, life content also trains your brain to think in English rather than constantly translating from your native language. This shift is essential because it allows communication to become fluid, intuitive, and confident. As you listen and read, mimic the intonation, repeat phrases aloud, and challenge yourself to summarize what you heard or read. This bridges the gap between passive understanding and active expression. Another powerful aspect of using real-life content is its motivational impact. When you watch a movie or a TED Talk and understand even a fraction of what's being said, it becomes tangible proof of your progress. It reminds you that the effort you are putting in daily is translating into real, world skills. Every line you mimic, every sentence you comprehend, is a step closer to fluency and confidence. Moreover, real-life engagement sharpens cultural understanding, which is inseparable from language mastery. You begin to grasp idioms, humor, and the subtleties of communication that no textbook can fully teach. You learn not just to speak English, but to connect, to express your thoughts meaningfully, and to participate in conversations with authenticity. So, do not isolate yourself within grammar rules or vocabulary lists alone. Step into the world of real-life content daily. Let the language surround you, teach you, and inspire you. Remember, immersion is not about perfection. It is about exposure, repetition, and courage to engage. Every moment you spend interacting with real content is an investment in a confident, fluent, and expressive version of yourself. Practice speaking out loud. One of the most important steps in mastering a language is not just understanding it silently, but daring to bring it to life with your own voice. Practicing English out loud is transformative because it turns knowledge into action and confidence. When I practiced English alone at home, I made it a daily ritual to speak as much as possible, even if there was no one to listen. At first, it felt awkward, uncomfortable, and even a little embarrassing, but over time, that discomfort became my teacher, guiding me toward fluency. Speaking out loud does many things at once. It trains your mouth and tongue to form unfamiliar sounds, strengthens your pronunciation, and helps you develop a natural rhythm and intonation. Your brain starts to connect words, phrases, and emotions directly to the sounds of the language, rather than translating from your native tongue. This is essential because language is not only written or read, it is spoken, heard, and experienced in real time. To practice effectively, start with simple exercises. Read a paragraph from a book aloud, record yourself, and listen carefully. Notice the words that sound unclear, the phrases that stumble, and the areas where your intonation could improve. Then, repeat and refine. Over time, this repetition will embed the language into your muscle memory, making speaking smoother and more confident. Another method is to talk to yourself in English. Describe what you are doing, what you are feeling, or what you see around you. Ask yourself questions and answer them aloud. This technique may feel strange at first, but it creates a safe space where you can experiment, make mistakes, and improve without fear. Mistakes are not failures. They are stepping stones toward mastery. Practicing out loud also nurtures courage and resilience. Language learning is not just intellectual, it is deeply emotional. Speaking aloud requires vulnerability. It challenges you to step beyond your comfort zone, face your self-doubts, and persist even when you feel uncertain. Every word you speak, every sentence you form is a testament to your dedication, discipline, and self-belief. Remember, Consistency is the key. Even 10 minutes a day of speaking aloud can make a profound difference over weeks and months. Your voice becomes a bridge between thought and expression, helping you gain confidence and freedom in communication. The moment you hear yourself speak fluently, with clarity and emotion, you will realize the incredible power of your own voice. So, do not wait for an audience. Speak, repeat, and embrace your voice every single day. Speaking out loud is not just practice. It is a declaration that you are committed to growth, courage, and becoming a confident communicator in English. Write and Reflect daily writing is not just about putting words on paper. It is a powerful tool for learning, growth, and self-discovery. When practicing English alone at home, I realized that writing every day transformed my understanding of the language and strengthened my ability to express thoughts clearly. Writing allows you to slow down, think carefully about vocabulary and grammar, and explore ideas in a safe, private space. It is where your thoughts take shape, where mistakes become lessons, and where progress becomes visible. Start by keeping a daily journal in English. Write about your day, your feelings, your challenges, or your dreams. Describe your surroundings, narrate small incidents, or reflect on conversations you had, even if your sentences are simple. The act of translating your thoughts into English reinforces learning in ways reading or listening alone cannot. Over time, patterns emerge, vocabulary grows, and sentence structures become more natural. Reflection is a crucial part of writing. After you write, read your words aloud. Notice areas where the sentence could be smoother or more expressive. Highlight words that are new to you, phrases that sound powerful, and errors that need attention. This dual process of writing and reviewing deepens comprehension, sharpens critical thinking, and enhances retention of new words. Reflection is not about perfection. It is about awareness, understanding, and continuous improvement. Writing daily also builds confidence. When you see a page filled with your words, you witness your growth. You see progress from a few simple sentences to more complex expressions. This visual record reminds you that learning is cumulative, that every effort matters, and that consistency yields results. Each written page becomes a testament to your determination, resilience, and self-discipline. Furthermore, writing encourages creativity. As you explore new topics, craft stories, or summarize your thoughts, you develop a stronger voice, a clearer perspective, and a deeper understanding of the language. Creativity fuels engagement, makes learning enjoyable, and strengthens the connection between your mind and the language. Finally, writing and reflecting daily is a form of self-care and self-empowerment. It allows you to slow down in a busy world, connect with your inner thoughts, and communicate with yourself in English before speaking to anyone else. It is your personal practice ground, a space where mistakes are embraced, ideas are celebrated, and learning becomes meaningful. So, commit to writing and reflecting every single day. Let your words be a mirror of your growth, a bridge to fluency, and a testament to your dedication. The power of writing is immense, and when combined with reflection, it can elevate your English skills in ways you never imagined. Immerse yourself in English daily immersion is one of the most powerful ways to learn a language. Practicing English alone at home can feel isolating at times. But when you intentionally surround yourself with the language, it becomes a natural part of your life. Immersion is not about perfection. It is about consistency, curiosity, and willingness to let English enter every corner of your daily routine. The more you expose yourself to English, the more your brain starts to think, understand, and respond in English naturally, even when no one is around to correct you. Start small and simple. Listen to English podcasts, songs, or audiobooks while doing chores. Watch English shows or videos with subtitles to understand context and pronunciation. Speak aloud what you hear, repeat phrases, imitate intonation, and practice fluency. Read books, articles, or short stories in English, highlighting new words and expressions. Even if you do this for 30 minutes daily, the immersion begins to form neural pathways that strengthen your comprehension and speaking ability. Speaking to yourself is a powerful technique. Describe your surroundings in English, talk to yourself about your day, narrate a story, or rehearse conversations. At first, it may feel awkward or silly, but this self-practice builds confidence, eliminates hesitation, and trains your mind to construct sentences naturally. The home becomes your private classroom, and you become both the teacher and the student. Immersion is also about embracing mistakes. When you practice English daily, you will stumble, mispronounce words, or struggle with grammar. Instead of fearing these errors, welcome them as learning opportunities. Each mistake is a stepping stone toward mastery. Celebrate small victories. Pronouncing a tricky word correctly, understanding a phrase in a podcast, or completing a paragraph without looking up words. These moments accumulate into remarkable progress. Consistency is key. Daily exposure strengthens vocabulary, improves listening, enhances reading comprehension, and increases confidence in speaking. Even 5 to 10 minutes of focused immersion every day is better than hours once in a while. Your commitment to daily immersion sends a message to your brain that learning English is not temporary, it is a habit, a lifestyle, and a journey of growth. Finally, remember that immersion is not just about language, it's about mindset. Surround yourself with English intentionally, with enthusiasm, and with love for learning. Let it flow into your thoughts, your speech, and your writing. Over time, English will stop feeling like a challenge and start feeling like a natural part of who you are. Daily immersion transforms learning from a task into a joy, from struggle into confidence, and from effort into mastery. Commit to this practice and watch as your English skills blossom in ways you never thought possible. As we come to the end of this journey together, remember this: learning a language or any skill alone is not a limitation, it is an opportunity. Every small step you take, every word you speak aloud, every page you read, and every moment you immerse yourself in English is a victory. Be patient with yourself, celebrate your progress, and embrace the journey with joy and determination. The true power lies not just in mastering English, but in believing in your ability to grow, to improve, and to rise above challenges on your own. Your home, your space, your determination, these are your classrooms. You are capable of creating miracles with consistency, practice, and self-belief. So speak fearlessly, listen attentively, read passionately, and immerse yourself completely. Let every day be a step forward, and let every challenge be a teacher. You are not just learning a language. You are learning resilience, confidence, and the limitless potential within yourself. Stand tall, keep moving forward, and remember the effort you put in today will become your strength tomorrow. Keep practicing, keep believing, and let your voice shine, because the world is waiting to hear it.